So, starting off as a producer can be very tough, especially when it comes to making melodies. I get it. I remember sitting in the piano roll in FL Studio for hours just trying to think of a melody. I do not want that to happen to you, so I'm here to give you a little bit of tips and give you some insight on how to actually make good melodies. If by the end of this video you found value that I gave to you, I'd appreciate a subscription from you. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So there are several ways that you can start off with making melodies. The first way that I'm going to talk about is this little tool that FL Studio has right here. This little tool right in the piano roll that you can access. So basically what this does is it gives you a guideline almost on where to put notes. And all you do is you take that and you click and you drag it to the first beginning of the piano roll, because it only acts as an outline of where you should put your notes. So what you can do is you can extend these all the way to like maybe a 2-bar loop or a 4-bar loop. I'm gonna put a 4-bar loop, and then you can take these, drag them, put them up an octave, Control V, put them up an octave again, and you have all these notes as a guideline for you to begin making your melody. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to right click here, want to press clone, then you want to mute this one. And then what you should do is you should have all these highlighted. Then when you have all these highlighted, you know where to put all these notes. So now you can just start experimenting. So what I did was I created a pattern for just root notes. And what you can do now is you can just add all these different notes. And you just followed the highlighted pattern. So what you can do is you can follow all the notes in the highlighted parts to make a root note pattern, which is for me F, C sharp, D sharp, and F again. Or actually G sharp, C sharp, not F sharp. I just added a lower one. And you can just add all these other notes and experiment. Experimentation is one of the biggest things to making melodies. Alright, next thing that you can do to make melodies is kind of like the same thing, but you can download musical scales from a drum kit. You can get all of these. You just drag it in there, press accept. I'm going to delete this, my first melody. And what you have is all the notes for what this would be in D sharp major. So what you can do, do the same thing. Kind of take these, Control B, copy and paste them, shift them down an octave. So now you have all these notes, and if I play them, they're going to sound horrible. They're not going to be melodic at all. But what you can do, right click, clone, mute this one, and you just follow a pattern that you like. So with this, another thing that you can do is just create chords by yourself without setting root note patterns or anything like that. You just want to follow all the notes, just make a chord progression that sounds nice. Another great thing to do when you're making melodies is to kind of hum a pattern. When you hum a pattern, you kind of have an outline of what you want to put out. So I was just kind of humming that in my head, and it just took me some time to just kind of lay that out and find out where the notes go to make them sound like that. And the last thing that you can do to make melodies sound good is to go into effects. So once you have a pattern that you like, but you're kind of still not feeling it, what you can do is you can just add some effects on it. You can download free plugins that have effects, but you can add things like delay. So let's open up delay. Just kind of give it another feel. You can add things like halftime. This is what halftime does. If you have really fast melodies and like arpeggiator for an example, then I would put halftime. You can add things like effectrix or gross beat. Another thing that you can add are plugins like isotope vinyl, which is free, or you can add RC20. I just got RC20. You can change the semitones of the melody. Another thing that you can do is just add notes in different places. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little drum pattern over this and give you an example of how the melody works well with the drums. Alright, so my phone died right there, just on point. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd appreciate if you would subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And you can follow my Instagram, Proud by Lucen. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Lucen on that track.